Alright everyone, welcome back to Tales of Berseria. I'm looking at the levels right now. Apparently near the end of the game you'll be at least level 70, so we're barely, not even 1/3 of the way done, gosh. Or just barely 1/3 of the way done.
Take a look at this.
Oh, and for the bonus oh, come on! For the bonus content, we're actually going to be getting all the way to level 120 if we were to attempt it, which we probably won't. Just gonna be honest. It's also possible because I'm playing on hard mode. I'm getting less experience, and therefore I'm not leveling up as much as I could. So that will be unfortunate, but for the most part, expect me to be at least level 50 by the time we're reaching end game content. At least that's what I think. So I guess maybe we're halfway done. Not sure. We're not close to done, though. That's for sure. Oh, cutscene. Oh, it's him.
Hey, how goes it? Zavid! Easy there, bro. I don't got time to spar today. Got a date lined up.
That artifact you've got belongs to Ifried. Why do you have it?
Just picked it up off the ground somewhere.
Don't screw with me, tough guy. I have ways of making you talk.
Ha! I wonder how much pain gets you to open up.
You're the one about to be tested.
It's not up to you how this goes. If I want to talk, we'll talk. And if I want to fight, we'll fight.
What are you?
I'd play more, but I don't want to keep old Pointybeard waiting. We'll chat some more later, with our fists.
Wait!
Aizen! We need to get the flowers to everyone on the ship!
You can handle it!
But you're...
Let's head back, Laffy said.
Alright.
Yep, we'll just keep walking. Not even have it here, but we lost a party member. How inconvenient. Also, that's Zavid guy. He's a character in Tales of Zestria, the sequel, or the actual game sequel to this. Like, this is a prequel, so technically Zestria is not the sequel, but rather the game that, this game Berseria is originating from. I guess you could just call it a sequel, but because Zestria came first.
Was holding? What do you think that was?
From the sound of it, it seemed to belong to Ifried.
I've never seen any object or art quite like it. Maybe it's that relic Ifried brought back from a continent across the sea.
An art from another continent. Do you think Aizen will be alright?
That Moloch seemed to know what he was doing. I'd rather we just stayed out of his way, but...
First the throne, and now here. What is Zavid after, anyway?
He was probably just making up that date business. But still, old Pointybeard?
Just like Ifried. When I was talking with Benwick, he said Ifried had a pointy beard.
You don't say.
Then I bet Zavid is that wanted Moloch the Abbey's looking for.
Yeah, he must be aware they're after him. And then he baited Aizen into following him, using something that belonged to Ifried.
And I'm pretty sure Aizen knew that, but he went after him all the same. Ugh, this can only go well, I'm sure.
Is Aizen in trouble?
It doesn't matter either way, if his Corsair scourge goes untreated. For now, let's get back to the ship.
Yep, let's get back to the ship. You can probably see a couple more cutscenes along the way. Oh.
Look! A frog!
It's unusual to see one this
Three
close to the
frogs
sea.
that are floating in
Hey,
midair.
I thought of a poem! Day at Port Renede. A frog jumps into the void. The sound of the sea.
Magilu?
What was that? Just a little poem that popped into my head. My inspiration came from pondering the terror a frog would feel if it unwittingly leapt into the salty ocean.
That's...
I don't get it at all.
I got another one! skinny little frog. Muggy Lou is on your side. Do not give up hope.
I guess that one is about rooting for a frog?
That's right. I once bet a fortune on a game of chance involving frogs. That was my inspiration for this one. What do you think? Poetic, isn't it?
I think you have a gambling problem.
So, did this skinny frog win?
Nope. I lost my entire bet.
I think we can call that poetic justice.
What are they talking about? What the heck was the point of that anyway? Hey.
We've brought back your solitomas. Drink up.
You've saved us! But where's the first mate?
We bumped into some wannabe tough guy Moloch and he just took off after him.
What? That must have been Zaveid! Why didn't you guys follow him?
And leave you all with the Corsair Scourge?
Yes! Eisen's the one in danger here.
Is it because the Abbey is after Zaveid?
So you even knew about it? I heard the details from a merchant who deals with the Abbey. Some big-shot exorcist named Melchior has set up a trap for Zaveid and Loringen. If Eisen gets caught up in that, he might not make it out alive.
So now there's Melchior to worry about. Why is Lord Melchior assuming direct command to capture Zaveid? Wait, that's not important. What matters is I can turn Loppy's head over to him and finally return to the Abbey. Melchior is a legate. A powerful enemy, trap or no.
Ugh, you guys are useless! Well, fine. If you're not going to go help him, we will.
What made you think you're capable of being any help?
Would you let an ally get slaughtered just because you were scared?
What?
We want to save him. Maybe we'll lose. It still won't stop us. We are the ones who decide our fates. Only us. That's just the creed of Eifried's pirates.
You're a real hothead, you know that? Nobody said anything about not helping Eisen.
Huh?
You all stay here, take your medicine like good little boys, and be ready to welcome back your first mate and captain.
The captain?
Why else would Eisen knowingly barge into a trap, if not to save Eifried?
Ah, of course! Leave the ship and crew to me.
Here, this one's for you. Those pirates haven't a lick of sense in them. They don't let reason dictate who they protect.
If you say so, Demon.
Heat up. I mean, it was okay, but I would have preferred an even more drastic,
Now, about
drastic
where
look.
Eisen's headed.
Those exorcists were talking about some place called Loringen. Yes, it's a tower in the northern part of Westgand where the exorcists train. Lines up with what Benwick told us. That must be the place.
There must be a lot of exorcists. Hang in there, Eisen.
That'll take more than basic exorcists to do him in.
We ought to pity any poor exorcists who meet the Reaper.
Right. Let's work together and find him.
You know, I gotta be honest, it's really abrupt that we lost him just because he met up with that random guy while we were going back to give the cure to the pirates. And now we're all already talking about making plans to catch up to him, even though we only walked like a short distance away from him. Like, it hasn't even been 10 minutes since I started the recording, and already we're at this stage of the story. Quite contrived.
Solitoma is as awful as I remember. I'd hoped I'd never have to drink it again.
Are you alright, Eleanor?
Is this your second experience with the Corsair Scourge?
No, I had it for a different reason. In the Abbey, it's tradition for initiates to drink Solitoma as part of their welcoming festivities. Sounds like hazing to me. When everyone shares the same experience, drinking something so shockingly revolting, our bonds are strengthened. It's a good thing. If you say so. I really did believe I'd never have to taste it again. To be blunt, I hate it.
You're lucky you think it tastes so terrible. That means you also know what tastes good. Right, Velvet?
What does that mean?
Velvet can't taste anything aside from blood.
What? Is that because she's a demon? I'm aware of one other flavor. Magulu, here's your dose of Salatoma.
No!
Get back here!
Don't! Keep that salad away from...
I see. The sweet taste of another suffering.
Yes.
Why does it seem like everyone around me is completely mad?
Yeah! Continuing to fight when you know you'll lose just isn't sane!
Would you stand around and watch your comrade die just because you're scared?
I wouldn't want to, but getting myself killed wouldn't save anyone either.
Yes, it would be illogical to fight.
Is being illogical really that bad?
Yes.
Well,
At the Empyrean's throne, I remember Velvet standing, despite the horrible pain she felt. Rokuro is training with all his heart in order to defeat his brother Shigure. And Kurogane used up his own head to forge a powerful blade.
none of that is very logical.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to put it, but...
That's just
I think it's
incidental
all
that it's
amazing.
illogical.
Aren't you
You
forgetting
can use
someone?
other words to describe those actions.
Magilu is traveling with us, even though she doesn't care. And that...
Yes, go on.
I don't really understand what that's about. Miss Magilu, hang in there!
Well, it is amazing in some sense, I suppose.
What do you have to say?
Hello there. You're headed to Loringen Tower too? Just a bit ago, a brawny, silver-haired man asked me how to get there.
Did he say why he was going there?
Something about meeting some friends of his. Exorcists use that tower to train, right? If he has exorcist friends, then maybe he's one too. But he seemed a bit rough and tumble to be an exorcist. I can't imagine a man like him.
Did he say anything else?
He said someone else might stop by and ask about the tower, and told me to tell him if they do. Did he mean you?
No clue.
So he was planning on us following him. What's he scheming?
You mean Zavid? Or the Abbey?
Both.
Yes. Peach gels. Okay, from what I've heard, the only way to get enough materials to do enhancing on all of the equipment you want to enhance is by basically dismantling. So you have to buy stuff to dismantle it, basically, because you don't get enough materials otherwise. And it's time to cook.
One of my specialties.
I did spend a great deal of time changing up some equipment, Velvet now has the calcite garment and having the same equipment as it was before. Finally, Madeline's last one for Eleanor right here, and well, unfortunately there's some other stuff I still haven't improved. I want... Yeah, we're gonna give her the Demon's Cleaver. I was hoping to get it to +2 at least, but needs silver scraps. There's just not enough.
Loringen Tower lies beyond the Burnak Plateau.
Blah! If you're gonna set up an obvious trap, couldn't it at least be someplace more convenient?
It's also not raining anymore. Oh, that's what reminds me of one thing I forgot to change. The best titles are the ones that give you more loot. So, probably pick those, because the more loot you have, the more stuff to dismantle, and therefore the more stuff to be able to actually improve your equipment, you know? Either that, yeah, equipment drop rate. Probably gonna pick that one. Yep. Same thing for you. You're gonna get hover. Oh, you got nothing. Well, let's see. Because it may be something I haven't unlocked yet. Heavy stockpiler. Okay. You'll get it eventually. You. Don't have it either. Habitual hoarder. You'll get it eventually. Hopefully. I guess it depends on who finishes the fight. Huh. Oh, fair enough.
One of my special...
New environment.
What's wrong, Laphicet?
I was just wondering why Eisen and Zavid can't work together to find Eifried.
All men their age care about is their reputation, their street cred. Such a hassle.
Oh, really?
Well, I can't fully deny it.
The same could be said of women, and of everyone really. It's hard to work alongside someone unless you strive to understand their thoughts and feelings.
And if you can't?
Well,
It's like Zavid said. You start talking with your fists instead.
Sounds harder than I thought.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend more time just randomly fighting enemies and getting experience. Also, drop here ain't right. We already saw what it looks like on the left, so I think we all know what this one looks like. There's more cat souls to collect, but that also means that it requires more and more to actually open the chest. That sucks. New enemies. Well, not these, but you know. Oh, it's a bonus boss, not a new enemy. I suppose I'll have to get the rewards from the bonus bosses later. Anyway.
I don't think we have a chance.
Just an oversized werewolf. That was actually kind of fun. I dealt a crap load of damage near the end there. Not like right away, but it was at like 1/3 of its health, and then after I did the combo with the claw and the heavens claw, whatever, I basically got rid of all of it. Just had to finish it off after that. Also expedition, I forgot. F.
Quitting is
And yet level 8 got for the Soma volcano. And what am I missing from here? Quite a few things. We are actually kind of over leveled when it comes to the ship, but we're gonna keep the alert there for hopefully the rest of the stuff. The hell? Oh. Apparently we can go down there. Wait. Thought I saw some. New enemies.
I don't think we have a chance.
More new enemies.
We will need to be extremely
Force
wary.
Hound. bit into the water, not too much though. You know, it just made me realize that a lot of the reason why sometimes in some games they don't let you go into the water at all, besides the fact that it probably will kill you instantly, is because they don't want to bother actually making it so that the game recognizes that the player is in water and therefore plays a different set of sound effects for walking on it, and you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, and of course, water controls. Gotta put swimming controls and all that. Hello?
Eisen!
Did you get the medicine to the ship's crew?
Yeah.
Good. My thanks to you.
These soldiers won't be happy in the morning, but they're alive. Is this your work?
No. They were like this when I got here. It must have been Zavid.
He didn't kill a single one. Interesting.
The Abbey is going to great lengths to arrest him.
Even so, he clearly knows he's walking into a trap. What I don't get is why he roped me into all of this. If he didn't want my help, then what need did he have to play the Eifried card on me?
If you knew this was a trap, why did you come?
To see for myself. When I met Eifried, I was wallowing in despair that I would ever find a way to break the Reaper's curse. Stop denying reality, he told me. If you were really born with that curse, then it's a part of you. But if the Reaper learns to grasp the wheel of his life, even he may find his creed, his path through stormy waters. And so, I joined him aboard the Von Eltia.
A creed of life.
Let's say someone's murdered the captain. If it came as the result of him living life on his terms, I could accept that. But if anyone, and I mean anyone, tries to crush his way of life, I could never forgive them.
Who's there?
It's rude to eavesdrop.
If you got secrets, talk about them at home.
Zavid, isn't there any way you and Eisen can work together somehow?
Not if he's going to keep acting like this.
Well, that's how it is.
What was the point of all that posturing? He could have just stayed hidden. Weirdo.
Can't disagree there.
Loringen Tower is a training ground for exorcists, right?
Yes, it's a great edifice built on ancient ruins. Laphicet, did you ever go there when you were tethered to Teresa?
I don't really remember the beginning of my service to Teresa.
I see.
What sort of training do they do there?
Exorcists are tested and assigned Malachim equivalent to their aptitude with mana. It's also where they practice Malach arts and study our laws.
So the lower ranks use it as a sparring ground in order to train up to the higher ranks?
No, an exorcist's affinity to mana is not something that strengthens through training. We are given Malachim based on our inborn ability, then learn arts to suit that ability. So, an orderly is an orderly for life then?
Correct.
There'd be no spirit of competition then. Don't they want to get stronger, to advance through the ranks?
There'd be no purpose to advancement. Rank signifies nothing more than the type and number of Malachim one can tether. People join the Abbey for only two reasons: to protect people from demons, and to save the world.
Are all of you that dedicated to asceticism?
How sickeningly noble of you.
I wonder if your wills are suppressed just like those of the Malachim you use. Deviants like you could never possibly understand our motives. In any case, that is who awaits you at Loringen Tower.
So we're in for a rough welcome. I say bring it on.
Yep, and more skits.
I can't wrap my head around Zavid.
We witnessed his unwillingness to kill before, but it seems he's quite serious about it.
Maybe that's why I don't feel scared of him. Even when he and Eisen were about to fight, I didn't feel tense at all.
Perhaps that's just because you've been around Velvet a bit too long, kiddo. Next to her, few people are frightening.
Do you think so?
Don't ask me.
He doesn't come across as vicious. I think that's why you're not scared.
Because he's just a brawler?
Maybe he's just naive.
Okay, so he's just a naive brawler. He's still involved with Ifrid's disappearance, and he's also taking on the Abbey. I just don't get him.
Me neither.
Uh-huh.
I agree, but I don't understand any of you either.
Nope. Hey. Crap! Crap. It was about time I eventually ended up finding a cat's chest I can't open though. Just couldn't keep up. Of course, farming for cat souls is not that difficult, but not very fun either.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Why did Ifrid let Eisen join his ship, knowing he carried the Reaper's curse with him? What good did it do? I just don't see the reason behind it.
Well, if it were me who had that curse, it would mean that you and Velvet could die because of it, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
If that's the case, then I'd feel like I'd both want to and not want to be close to you two. And I'd probably really hate myself for it.
Do you suppose that's how Eisen feels? But Ifrid still took him in. He agreed they'd put up with the curse together.
It's all a bit hard to fathom.
Well, if one thing's for certain, it sounds like Ifrid's a very strong man. At least for a base lawless pirate.
There's something down there. How do I drop down? Well, I guess it's because I can't climb back. Oh, wait. There's gonna be a cave I'm gonna be able to go through. Somewhere. Not sure where. Dumb boar.
Always be on.
One of my specialties. From a long time ago. You sure you want me for this?
So no,
Hold up. Okay, I got the auto cook to work finally.
Can I ask you about
Jeez.
that thing Zavid had?
It belonged to Ifrid, didn't it? I've read much of the Abbey's archives on weaponry, but I've never seen anything like it.
He found it when we crossed to the far continent. It's a relic from a long-vanished civilization. He's like me and can't resist a good treasure. But of everything we've found, that one was his most prized.
What is it?
I can't say. It seemed like a weapon, but Ifrid wouldn't let anyone touch it. He went off and tested it on his own, then came back all grinning, saying he had an ace up his sleeve the next time we got into a fight.
Then it's definitely some sort of ancient combat device? But why is Zavid looking for Ifrid? To apologize for stealing it?
He doesn't seem like that much of a gentleman.
Did he really steal it?
What do you mean?
It's just my feeling, but Zavid doesn't seem like the type of Malak to steal something so precious.
He said he just picked it up. Perhaps he's trying to return it.
Perhaps.
You mean that gun? Is that what they're talking about? Okay, the only thing I don't like is that it says only like Velvet ate, but I think it's supposed to say that Velvet cooked and everyone ate. And hopefully this entire time Velvet's cooking skills are improving. No, yeah, this seems to be the place where we'll go through the cave. Cool. Oh wait, actually, yeah, it's also a place where if you want to go to a new area. Gold chest. Garish pink shirt. Oh wow! Oh wow! 91 plus stack? But no defense whatsoever. Huh. So it's all or nothing, really. Let's see where this leads. Well, probably another dungeon, I guess. Oh, so this is the place where we actually have to go to. So is the game getting, like, becoming open-ended right now? I don't mind. Let's look. I want to see what's over here now. Actually, we probably won't be able to go very far, but you know. Well, I stand corrected. Although we definitely can't go any further at the end of this passage. But we can go into the East Laban Tunnel as well as the West Laban Tunnel. I wonder why though. That's an enemy. Well, what do you have to say? There's something all the way over here. Also, expedition has returned. It's almost been an hour.
Take a look at this.
Oh my god, so many bad places. The ship has just continuously failed so often lately. It kind of bothers them.
Scout ships.
Still hasn't gotten all the treasures though. Going back there. Won't be able to go there either, but... Wait, have we been here before? Let me just look. Oh, I guess, yeah, because this is the sea fortress that we assaulted way back then. Yeah, see? These enemies are super easy. Although they are accompanied by these tougher enemies, I guess.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Yeah, gained a cooking level. That means she has a new skill. Might not consume ingredients when cooking 2-star recipes. Great. So I guess these are all the boring ones. And there's up to 5-star recipes. There's these to look forward to. Next skill at level 8. Oh no, it only goes up to 4-star. Okay, so maybe there is one interesting skill that will happen eventually. Meantime, though, let's go back inside this cave. Assume it's a new cave. Or rather, old cave, I should say. No, we've definitely been here before. Yep. And that will be the coastal cave entrance. Been a very long time since I've seen that. Like, I've rendered my earlier videos recently, but in terms of game time and play time, it's effectively been over a year and 3 months since I've last went to that place. But I still remember. At least now I do. Now it's time to go to the east, though. See what's over here. Yeah, we haven't been here before. Especially because the new enemies clearly said so. These spiders are dangerous.
Well, that does it.
Hopefully this cave isn't too big. Wait, hold up. Oh god damn it, this is definitely the direction the game wants us to go to. I finally understand now. Because we have to go into the Lothra again tower or whatever. And the game's gonna tell us, nope, you can't just go through the entrance. That's too simple. Then it'll force us to go through this passage. But we haven't actually tried to go through into the tower yet, so... Well, we need to do that first before being told that, nope, you gotta go through this cave. That's what I'm gonna assume anyway. Right now I'm going back to open that cat's chest. Because, you know, why not? Right over here. Not getting nothing out of it.
No one on guard. They're really not bothering to hide this trap.
They probably knew we'd sense it. The question now is just what they're planning to spring on us.
Is it really a good idea for me to try to go here? Just checking the areas around here. This? Okay, we can actually just go into the tower. There really is no other place to go, huh? I'm tempted to end the video right here, but we're gonna check out the star over there at the very least. Because it's been over an hour and when it comes to my gameplay time, but a lot of it has been spent on generic battles, so... I definitely imagine in rendering time, it's only like 40-50 minutes maybe.
Horizon. When and how did Ifrid disappear exactly? And how did you two meet in the first place?
You know, you ask an awful lot of questions about us.
What? I don't mean to pry, really. Perhaps it's a habit I picked up from my work. Drat. It seems I've been digging too hard.
No matter. Ifrid vanished about a year ago. He agreed to fight a duel against someone, and secretly left to meet his opponent. Once we figured out what was happening, we rushed to the scene. But all we found was the aftermath of a fight, and a pendulum.
Was Zavid his opponent?
Given his choice of weapon and his ability to fight, I'd say it's likely.
What I don't get is why Ifrid would end up captured and imprisoned by the Abbey after a fight with a stray Moloch.
The Abbey had him prisoner?
On their island. Until an exorcist named Melchior took him away, that is.
What? Lord Melchior did?
The Abbey would have captured Ifrid about a year ago. Surely it must have caused quite a stir.
I was simply patrolling. I wasn't involved in any such operations. Oh, but I do remember that we suffered a great number of casualties around that time. I never heard why, and when I went to investigate, I found no records of any major deployment. And then I was ordered to cease any such investigation by Lord Melchior.
That's fishy.
He wanted to hide something, clearly. And I think I'm starting to get a picture of what it was.
And it involves the Abbey?
Duh. What's over here? Well, we do need cat's holes and a gold chest. Oh, halberd. And we gained a new pedal for Lofstead. Well, it has a pretty good attack power, but Madeline's is still a little better. Tomato. There's someone there. It looked like a prisoner. Oh wow, we're actually just gonna keep being up higher and higher, huh? Is that a good idea? And another freaking cat's chest, of course. There's actually something I want to check down there first. Or checking the star or checking anything. Basically to see what's on the other side of the tower. Right over here. If I had known it would end up dead end, I would have checked here first. Instead, I assumed both places would go up. But nope, just left side. Enough bottles are fairly rare. It's always a good thing to get them. Even though I've never used them, they're basically teleportation bottles, so eventually if we do some side quests at the end of the game, we're definitely going to be wanting to use a couple. But some of those side quests can be silly, apparently. I'm not sure if it's someone who's prisoner, like in chains or something, or someone who's just praying to some kind of cross in a totally not religious way or anything like that. Anyway, where's the last treasure chest? Could be in that room down there, but right over here. Cannot open that door. Gold chest. A simple ribbon. I'm pretty sure she's already have one equipped. Yep. But well, for whatever the case, we can actually dismantle that simple ribbon. The materials are always good. Okay, last thing. Let's see what happens if we go here. It is him.
Eifried.
So, this is Von Eifried.
Nope, it's a trap. He looks a lot younger than I expected.
Eisen, it's good to see you again.
So you're alive. You could have sent a letter.
When have you ever written a letter to another man?
True. Aside from my little brother, not even once.
Your brother? Ah, yes. You told me that once. Eisen, why?
I've got no brother.
I was wondering too. Like, he's got a brother?
Enough of your tricks.
Hello? Thanks.
Thanks for luring him out. I owe you one.
Zavid.
Now come on out, you old coot.
Melchior? Yep.
Lord Melchior.
Breaking through my double illusion. Impressive.
I make it a point not to fall for the same tricks twice.
I shouldn't have let you get away last time. I won't make that mistake again.
Why am I here?
Her consciousness has returned, so that is its power.
Well, it's monster time.
He turned her into a demon.
What? This can't be happening.
And he turned them into demons too. And of course we're not gonna fight him. Zavid, are you gonna help us?
A chain reaction. Your Reaper's curse is quite a dreadful affliction, isn't it?
Don't you run away!
Oh, of course not. Why would he help us?
Heads up! Wyvern's coming!
Well, boss fight of this video.
Why would an exorcist create a demon?
Hey, worry about that later.
These are pretty big demons, I gotta say. That wasn't a good thing. Ow, ow! I don't know why, but there's something nostalgic about fighting these guys. Something about other Tales games where you have to fight 3 big bosses at the same time and they stun lock you and hit you all so hard that you can't really survive them. What I'm trying to say is that this feels like this should be a really tough fight if you're not prepared. Thankfully the dragons aren't that fast and they don't cast any spells, so... Dead. Yep. And now they're...
Looks like you got
Oh wow.
caught in your own trap, old man.
Zavid got him, except it's probably an
I'm
illusion.
Sure about that.
What the?
I'll take care of the last one.
Really, Velvet?
You folks jump in and kill without a second thought. Is that your creed?
Marvelous. Your Siegfried is just the power I've been looking for.
What?
My work here is done.
The hell did you do? Wait, damn you! Follow them!
Cool. I guess I have to keep up and follow them because kind of weird to not do that anyway. Huh. Where am I supposed to go? Well, I guess if I go outside, it's just gonna start a cutscene. Quite a few cat souls
Where
here.
the hell did they go?
Find them. They can't have gotten far.
They probably went upstairs. That cat soul's gonna stay there forever. Please tell me they went upstairs. They didn't go upstairs at all, did they? Gosh darn it!
Damn. You sure got some speedy legs for an old fart.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Zavid.
It's not me that I'm worried about.
Melchior was highly interested in your weapon. And yet he didn't steal it. Surely a legate like him could snatch it if he wanted to.
Why bother stealing it when you can just copy its hidden formula? Some arts can decipher the workings of other arts in a split second. And guess what Melchior's specialty is?
As he left, he said, "My work here is done."
The Abbey must have some use for that unknown art. Who knows what? After all, they brought it here from another continent.
And we'll find out what they're after and crush it to dust.
Let me ask you just one question. Why do you have Siegfried?
I'm counting on you, he said. Back when I served the Exorcists, they sent me on a mission to capture Ifrid.
Zavid, you were once their slave?
Yeah, my mind was under the influence of Inominat's domain. But when Ifrid aimed this baby at me, one shot was all it took to open my eyes. The fight we had after that was one for the books. He might have been a human, but that guy was a beast. Put a song in my soul. But then Melchior had to jump in and spirit Ifrid away with one of his damned illusions. That old bastard, playing tricks with people's minds.
But why'd he grab Ifrid and not Siegfried when he had the chance?
He probably didn't know at the time that this guy was the real prize he was after. But Ifrid knew. Right before he was taken, he distracted Melchior long enough to hand Siegfried over to me. Well, that's all I know. Whether you believe me or not is up to you.
Got it. We're done here.
Huh? That was easy.
Ifrid only says I'm counting on you to people he trusts.
Is that so?
So, what are you gonna do now?
Gotta keep looking for Ifrid. Still gotta give this back and settle our score.
I doubt you have much time left to get that done.
I'd hazard a guess that until now, Melchior was unaware what Siegfried could really do. In other words, he and the Exorcists weren't able to interrogate anything out of their captive.
And now that Ifrid's no longer needed, I see no reason for them to keep him alive.
You think I don't know that?
If you really want to save Ifrid, you probably ought to team up with us.
Nope. No can do.
Why not?
You lot will do anything to achieve your goals. Even kill. Sorry, I'm a fighter, not a killer. I won't steal a single life. That's just my creed.
And I've got no intention of changing our pirate creed either.
Eisen and Zavid have their own creeds. They both have such strong principles, even though they're so different.
Just like humans.
Just a couple more cutscenes and then we're done. WhiteHawke is still on, right? So don't need to do that. And it's Expedition, I want to check anyway.
Take a look at this.
Did find something new at least.
Scout ship.
Well, that was sure something. Melchior and his illusions are cheats.
There's no cheating in combat.
What I meant is that they were awfully dirty tricks for an upstanding exorcist.
And the illusion seemed so real. Had that gone on any longer, I wouldn't have been able to tell what was real and what was fake.
If it can't be distinguished from reality, perhaps one could live a happier life within the illusion.
That sort of happiness can rot.
You think so?
But by using illusions, you can defeat an opponent without causing them any physical harm.
Oh, how humane. Wow, the Abbey is so great.
Lord Melchior is an exemplary man who has served Lord Artorias since before the Abbey's founding. He's done everything from logistical planning to defense strategy and even political negotiations. He shows the utmost concern, even for his opponents, so...
He turned a friendly Moloch into a dragon.
That was...
Physical wounds can heal. Emotional wounds never fully fade.
Yeah, but...
Don't lose heart, Eleanor. Foul play is foul play, but you're talking to a demon and a witch. Who can judge?
I appreciate that you're trying to console me, but as an exorcist, I cannot accept this.
Cool, we're done. Next time, where are we supposed to go next time? Return to the Van Eltiot port we need. Wow, gotta walk all the way back. Oh, I kinda wanna check the East Alaban tunnel first though. Well, I think we're gonna check the East Alaban tunnel, see where that leads, and when the game is gonna stop us, cause it surely will. Hope you've enjoyed this video and have a nice day. Bye bye!